wait, there's something. You break the egg.
Hi. Here we are 2 hours later, and we have 2 steaks in a dish. And I'm starving. And she didn't tell me she wanted to make fondue. And she didn't tell me she wanted to do it together, so I thought I'd give her space to do a surprise dinner. But we got 2 steaks in a pot, and we're about to make fondue. So I'm gonna have strawberries with chocolate for dinner, and some steak with chocolate on it and cheese.
Does that sound bad? Cause make pasta?
No, I don't want pasta. It's the same thing anyway. What we're having, it's about as heavy.
Well, I'm excited to make that pasta anyway. Too.
Which pasta?
So if you want that, I'll just make that.
No, it's okay. Make your fondue. How do you make fondue anyway?
I don't know. I never did it before.
Oh, did you? What did the directions say? So is the chocolate and cheese mixed?
I got a cheese one and I got it. This at the Target with my mom, and I saw and you put a little tea light on it, and so I got chocolate chips. So you have a cheese and a chocolate one.
Okay, well, how do you separate them?
They're separate.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool.
Are you upset?
People don't want to hear my say
no!
What? What?
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
I thought this, well, you're right.
What?
I thought that this came with it, because it had all these little things on it. Place fondue pot.
So what do you need?
No, it's okay. I just put it in the pot.
Here. I got these.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay.
How am I going to levitate it, though?
Oh, you need to levitate it?
It has to be, because it has to have a little fire under it.
Well, it's got a label on it. It's gonna burn and smell.
How are you going to put it so I can have the fire under it? Do you just have to put it in a pot then? We don't have to do the chocolate one. We can just do the cheese one.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'm gonna like it.
Chocolate and strawberries goes together. The cheese and strawberries are not going to go together too well.
I wasn't gonna do
It's going to
cheese
clash.
and strawberries.
What?
I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna do apple with cheese, and then
And
the
with
bread
chocolate.
with cheese, and the strawberries with chocolate. We don't have to do the chocolate one. We do that a different night or something.
Okay.
This isn't cute. I don't. See, this is why I think God doesn't like it.
Strawberries are amazing. I don't know how close they are to the $50 that box of strawberries they have in Japan, the size of apples.
Why are you leaving? You're the only thing that's entertaining. You have to come here. I feel very awkward tonight.
So do I.
Well, you're good. That's your best quality is that you make things not awkward. That's the number one thing about you that I liked.
Daryl Scott wouldn't say that right now.
Huh?
I made him feel very awkward today.
How? What are you talking
Well,
about?
he's got me over a barrel because he's my only gateway to the union, and I've already given so many. I don't want to get into that. Anyway, so we're gonna have some tough steak with chocolate and cheese.
How do people film this part down here?
They have their cameras set up and ready to put it on a bag and nestle the chocolate chips and have
it's gonna be
dropping
either
everything
not
all
on
over
our
the place.
face, or it's going to be on our face and you can't see anything, or it's going to be on the food and you can't see us.
That's why they have 2 cameras set up.
Well, Well, what do you think is better to look at, the faces or the food?
The food, because that's what you're making. People can see your face anytime.
Okay.
So it's the food.
But I would rather look at your face.
I wouldn't. I'm sure a lot of people out there wouldn't either. I'd rather be looking at the food. I know. I would rather be looking at the food too if I saw my face.
This tripod is too squeaky.
You're gonna knock and break that skull. That skull's gonna hit the floor. That leg's gonna kick it. It's gonna be in a million pieces.
This is not a very cute angle. Please, God, help me. Help me, Lord. Our little Jamie, I have to see the steaks that came from Amazon today.
I thought that's what you were gonna cook.
No, I don't know what these ones are. Nothing's happening now. We'll open the freezer.
Well, they're
Look at
ribeyes.
them.
Yeah.
They're very huge.
Yeah, they're ribeyes.
This is not pretty to look at.
Yep.
They're humongous.
Good. They're what I expected.
I've never seen steaks that big.
Oh, yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Stop it.
I haven't.
Sorry to rude now.
I haven't. You're allergic to apples?
Yes, I told you that. For the 47 years we've been together.
You're
I don't
right.
know why.
You did tell me. I don't know why. I guess because I thought that you got over it.
Now I feel like Jimmy Brown with the parents.
I overcooked it.
Mom, I'm allergic to chocolate. Since when? When I went to the hospital. They have a flashback of him going to the hospital. Buffalo 66. She's like, since when are you allergic to chocolate?
I was just quoting that today. I'm going, make me look good.
So do you take the chocolate chips and start putting it in a pot and melting it, or what do you do to make it?
Oh, well, that's the fun part. That's the most exciting part. That's the whole reason I bought this, because you light the little candle. Isn't that...
That's gonna heat the chocolate?
I don't know. I never
don't think
did
so.
it. Yes, it will. That's how it comes. So how could it not?
The chocolate came with this?
No, but it's a fondue thing. Look at it.
Did you read the directions?
I saw this. I got so excited. Melt chocolate cheese butter on your other pan. Pour melted chocolate or cheese into fondue. Oh, it keeps it warm. Okay.
Yeah.
It would melt it. Chocolate melts.
No. It would congeal and be mushy little chip hills in your cup. That's all you're gonna get.
Have you ever had fondue before?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Did you like it?
I had it at a restaurant or something.
Says this is perfect for a celebration, or it's romantic. Do you feel like you're having a celebration? Alright, well, I guess we gotta go over
Certainly
here.
am. I feel very celebrated.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna finish cutting these. You tell a nice story then, okay?
What if I melt some chocolate in a pot?
Oh, okay. That's even better.
Okay. Do you want cheese
I
or
always
do you
have
want
things in my
chocolate?
head and they're never what I think they are. What? This is nice though. You make it good. Go on. What?
Do you want chocolate and cheese?
I don't care. Whatever you want. Which one do you want more?
It looks like you need both. You got strawberries, you got steak.
Yeah. I didn't even toast the bread.
It's supposed to be in the oven.
What?
It's supposed to be in the oven toasting.
Yeah, but it's good the way it is, don't you think? Jamie, this is the worst thing I've ever shot.
It's the worst setup ever. It's like a cluxy, I don't know, a retarded drunk trying to get this together.
I'm not. I'm all off. What is going on with these angles? I can't make nothing look good.
That's gonna fall in the pot and you're gonna burn everybody. Just give me a tap.
Why don't you take control? Pretend this was your show. Okay? Show me what you would do. Right now.
There we go.
I'm spazzy. Oh, didn't say add butter? I don't know how much I need. Maybe getting new butter. There's weird colors down there. It looks rotten. What's going on?
Probably got food mixed.
Nice moldy butter. Yeah, it's mold. You're mixing the mold. It's moldy and you're mixing it. Don't mix the mold in. Ah!
It's penicillin. Gets killed. That's how they make penicillin, by the way. Did you know that? They give you when you're sick and you got the flu. Why are you messing with the camera setup?
Because I don't want to look at the pan. It's boring.
Really?
This isn't
This isn't exciting. This is
I
not what's
want
going on.
to look at you is exciting.
Okay.
Everybody knows what that looks like. If you want to, it's not very pretty.
Neither is this.
Oh my god, why'd I put so much?
I don't know. It's gonna be like butter chocolate. This is gonna be the worst fondue ever made.
Well, you have to have something to make it watery, right?
I don't know. Why don't you go online and just go, how do you make fondue?
Because then it's not fun.
Oh, okay.
The adventure.
Yeah, why did you not do it right? You're right.
The experiment is what's exciting.
This is not working. This is just turning into a congealed, buttery mess.
Maybe you have the flame too high.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the old-fashioned thing. It's gonna be really buttery chocolate, I'll tell you that. You put so much in there. How do you melt chocolate for fondue?
You put so much here.
Here are some recipes I found.
Easy chocolate fondue. I don't know. Well, it's sort of working.
I was so excited that I knew how to cook steaks, and I'm not so sure I can anymore.
Okay. So, milk is the ingredient that's missing.
That's too much milk.
No, it's not.
It's not gonna stick.
They wanted half a cup in there. See, look. It's milk, and they said if you had sea salt or you could wear unsalted butter. Here, look, it's going dark. It's turning into fondue. And the camera almost went right in the fucking pot. And your cat, it would have been damaged completely. And there you go. Here's your chocolate fondue sauce.
It's because this tripod. I'm getting my little baby. I'm just gonna film you.
Here's your fondue. Okay, now we need another bowl to... Excuse me. This other way we can do this is... put it in the bowl and just microwave it, keep it warm.
So tell me a story that you think would go with eating fondue.
Strawberries? I don't know. Or carrots? I don't know. You don't put carrots in there.
Jay, be funny. I want you
to... funny right now. Be hysterical. People are going to be laughing their ass off right now.
You write to the guys and you laugh.
Yeah.
Please, I know that I got nothing to bounce off of. You call him butternut and everything.
Butternut?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You call the guys butternut.
I don't know what you're talking about. I remember all this stuff. I can't navigate. All right.
You like the pink pot?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Think
about it all day.
I was delighted when I saw it.
See that? Look what the pan did. Spray a little Pam in there, you got no more mess in your pot. Miracle of science here. Okay. Where's the scissor? That's always in that cup.
I'll get one. Oh, cutie pie. Here's a scissor.
should follow directions, I think. Where's the box for this?
Huh?
The box for the cheese. Oh, fondue.
Do you like standing in front of the stove?
Yeah.
I could. What is that? That's the cheese?
Yeah.
My goodness, it has a smell. It smells weird.
So it's pour in a pot, let it wait 15 minutes, and it's done. Pretty good directions. Pretty simple.
Smells like socks.
Well, it's like a fancier cheese. It's like brie or something.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's different than what I thought it would be. I thought it was just gonna be like Cheese Whiz or something. Hot Cheese Whiz. This sounds much more exciting. Are you excited?
Yeah, sure.
Jamie?
Apartment.
What did you say?
I said, if Cameron saw this, he'd go right back to his apartment and go, I'm going to be getting an order for food.
You don't think Cameron would like this?
Yeah, he would.
I bet he's watching us right now.
Yeah, laughing his ass off.
Really? That's funny? I hope it's funny. This isn't very funny.
Yeah, I think it's hysterical. Check out this sad song on. I'm thinking of Cameron.
I know! I was just thinking that.
You know? It's like,
You're right. That's the
kind of rough
problem.
month, you know? How come I can't find anything in my kitchen anymore?
What do you want?
Oh, there's two of these and there's only one.
That was so cute. Do it again. Jamie, come over here and do it again. On an angle. Go like lean in like some sort of strange way. Like you're really. Wait. No. Do it. Okay. No. Okay, no. Here we go. That's the thing. You're leaning even closer. Oh, this is much better. Wow. really sorry.
Watch, you're gonna burn yourself. There's hot chocolate here. Alright, you're getting me mad now. You're being unsafe. Don't be unsafe in the kitchen. You can get scolded for life. What do I mean?
It's so buttery. Oh no. It's like a whole layer of oil.
Why'd you add so much butter?
I don't know what I'm doing. I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay, ready?
Boy.
Here you go.
Wow. Is it fun?
It's very fondue. Here, come on, eat.
Did you get a strawberry in the chocolate too?
Strawberry. There we go. I can't do that.
Those are the kind of shots I do with Kelly. I just go right. She knows exactly the way I do stuff. She knows how to work.
Got a little burnt.
She
You
knows-
should have had the milk in there before.
She knows I'm gonna go for her face. She'll go.
Yeah, it's a little burnt. Should have read the directions beforehand.
Oh, I know. When we film stuff together, it's like a dance. It's like poetry.
Yes, it certainly is.
Because she knows exactly the way I do things. And she knows how to.
Sorry, it's not poetry.
No, it is. It's good. We don't do it as much. I'm saying you're not hamming it up. She knows that I want her to ham it up. Like you're just eating like a normal man.
She usually have a blob in her mouth. I don't know.
I don't want to. I'm not trying to do like a nice people eating food.
Right.
I want you to be weird a little bit.
I'm a little mad that it got burnt. A little mad because it would have tasted sweeter and better, but it's not bad. Oh, bananas. Bananas would be perfect in chocolate.
Oh, you want me to take a banana?
Yeah. That cut steak is a little hard, that's all.
And it's cold too.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Damn, is bad.
The cheese isn't cold.
Everything food, the steak is cold.
Well, you took a long time dropping the camera on the floor and trying to get things set up, so. But, you know, no. The cheese is hot. With the steak, it's good. Careful you don't knock that whole thing. If you knock it over, it's going to be such a mess. I wouldn't be cutting that near there. It's a disaster waiting to happen. It's going to go all over your phone, hot cheese. I'm serious. You are being a little bit of a I don't want to say the word, the R word.
Huh? The R word?
Yeah.
What's that?
You know what the R word is.
What? Oh. That is me. That's me more than the the people that are. That is me for real. Like, that is my problem. I am delayed. That's me. Did you have any in school? Did you have any learning problems?
Yeah, I told you, Matt. I was in high school. I was like 6th grade, 5th grade level math. That's what they used to call this particular class pre-vocational, and they would go, "You're gonna go to Prevo," and they call you retard. Going to Prevo, retard. It's not politically correct, but that's what they called you. But in high school, it was like a joke.
I got pulled out of class to go into some sort of special class. I don't know what it was though. I don't know.
If it was a special math class,
I think it was math too.
It's usually called pre-vocational. So lower grade math to bring you up to speed, so by the time you graduate, that you're at least at a C or a D level by law. But my teachers took mercy on me. I had like a C minus, which she said you barely passed, but you passed. Some burnt chocolate here with too much butter, just on the top like a sewer pool. But it doesn't taste bad, it just tastes burnt.
I really like the cheese. It's much better than I thought it would be. I thought I was just gonna literally be like Cheese Whiz.
The chocolate would have been perfect.
So I'm happy. I'm actually happier than I thought I would be. And I was pretty excited. There's chocolate on the meat. That's very weird. I never had chocolate on meat.
I think, yeah.
Dip the chocolate in the meat. Very interesting.
Well, they put chocolate in cooking.
It's weird.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Isn't that exciting, tasting a new flavor? Did your teachers wear nun outfits?
Yes.
Were they hot? Do you have a nun fetish?
There was one nun that was really pretty. I had a slight crush on her. But when I saw the nun habit, I'm like, you don't go there. But I did have visions of like, boy, she's probably pretty cool to date if she was just a regular girl. She wasn't spectacularly beautiful. She was really cute. She was just thin and tall, and she'd always wear hipper habits than the others. Like everybody would be in dark blue, she'd be in light blue, and then she'd have a different type of blouse underneath, so she broke the mold over there. I don't know if she ever had any problems, but everybody seemed to like her. Her name was Sister Patricia.
What's the first porno image you ever saw? Do you remember?
That's a good question, actually.
It is. I feel like I should have. I don't think I've asked you that.
Wow. That blew my mind. That'd be a great question on any podcast. Any big star.
Really? I did something good? While you're thinking about it.
You know what?
Huh?
I know what it is.
What?
No, that would be it's too late in the game. No, that was more of a disturbing image of a sexual object.
Well, tell me everything.
Well, The Exorcist was the disturbing one. Seeing a crucifix going little girl's vagina, saying "F me, F me."
Did they actually show it?
Yeah, you saw it. You saw her. There was a collapsible cross jabbing between her legs.
What?
Yeah.
I've never watched that movie on my own time. I've always just like looked at it through
blood all over
weird
the cross.
peeks. Huh?
There's blood all over the cross when she's pulling it up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's even worse than I thought.
It was a horrible movie. Scared the living shit out of everybody. Wow. I don't remember. How shocking. First sexual image. Chocolate's burnt, right?
It's fine. It is, but I'm not picky. Well, tell me everything that comes to mind. It doesn't have to be just.
Really
I like the whole conversation.
I'm getting like images of like people, either my father or somebody when I was a kid hushing me out while they had a projector out. As a kid, I don't know. I'm getting brief. You're making my head flash back to like when I was a baby.
Projector.
Yeah, they didn't have what we have today. And if they watched, they called them stag films back then. You'd put it on a projector. You'd have 16mm clips. And they would be on reels. They didn't have DVDs or video. So you'd have a projector. Like when Star Wars came out, the big excitement was going to the store and you get a 16mm 10 minutes of Star Wars cut together, and you'd watch 10 minutes of Star Wars over and over and over on a projector. That's what we were doing. That was a big excitement.
The same 10 minutes? Like a loop?
Yeah, you'd have a 16mm reel or 8mm reel of the
like,
film, and you'd reel it in the thing, and you'd put it on a sheet or on a wall and watch the scene. And that was the big #1 seller of the 8mm clip.
What scene was it? Which 10 minutes
It
did
was
it show?
the scene where the Millennium Falcon's in space having the war, and it's like, don't get cocky, kid. And they're inside the da-da-da-da. It's that one scene. And we played over and over and over.
Used to have little things that are called hit clips, and they would just play they're like this little toy, and it would just play the chorus of a song.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's like the same mentality with the movies, with the reels.
This cheese is so good.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
I'm so pleasantly surprised. I just wanted the experience, but didn't think I would like the flavor very much. It's so good. Huh? Are you thinking about the porno?
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't remember. I don't know
Rocky
where.
Horror Picture Show is probably the first.
What?
Rocky Horror Picture Show is probably the first suggested thing I ever saw.
Oh.
Him grabbing her boobs and stuff. And them in the bed.
You know what? I think I know what it is. I got it. First suggestive sexual thing I've ever seen as a kid was in a drive-in. My mother would cover my eyes. Was Barbarella. When she's in the sex machine.
Yeah, but nothing's happening though. She's just making a face. But that's good. Yeah,
I'm just being honest.
That's
I don't know what else
good.
to tell you.
No, That's cool.
You can't make something up. It didn't happen.
All right, cool. No, I'm glad to hear it. Just keep going.
That's probably the very first curiosity sexual. I'm like, what? And I think I might ask my mom, like, what's going on with her? I remember my mother making up some weird explanation that I can't remember. I was so young. Oh, I remember. They're tickling her. The machine's tickling her. That's what you... Wow. You mean remember something my mother said to me? Oh, she's being tickled. And the way she said it was so, like, sarcastic. Oh, she's being tickled.
So
I remember that.
You're saying as a kid you sensed that something was weird?
Mm-hmm. Well, the first sexual thing I ever did was I heard the real thing. My parents doing it. I didn't see it. I heard it.
Hey, tell us what you heard.
Him making sounds. My mother not sound like she enjoyed it at all.
Really?
And then every time it was over, she'd call him a name like, you son of a bitch. Or you pig. That's what I remember. And then I always remember it ended, I knew it was over, is when he went to the bathroom and I heard him peeing. I remember that. I was like, okay, I could go back to sleep now. He peed. I knew it was over. It was like a routine. I remember, like, you dirty bat, you pig, you... all those weird names. You remember my mother had a bad experience as a kid, so she probably really didn't enjoy. And I remember always saying, my honeymoon was a nightmare. That's what she'd always say. It's like it's being raped. She equated it to.
No?
Yeah. Starting to remember shit now. You brought back some Easter eggs out of my head here. Poor mom. That's why she'd always be so rampant when me and Linda had sex. She'd be up my butt. So you have a mattress down there. Your stain mattress.
A stain mattress?
Yeah.
Well, tell
I'd pull it out from under a table. That's what we'd do it on. Because my basement was my workshop, I would be down there all the time doing artwork or stop motion or painting or drawing or... You know, when I was an artist. Not a office manager.
I love that you had a mattress. You pulled your special mattress. Would you go there a certain time of
Basically,
day
it was
or
like
something?
it's a flat piece of foam. No, she'd hang out down there when we felt like doing something. We'd do that.
What would you guys do down there?
And then
What would you do?
the other thing was
What'd you do for fun down there?
laid on the bed and did our business.
I'm just saying, like, what when you're hanging out down there.
Oh, she wouldn't stay long because I'm doing my art stuff. I'd do stop motion. I would film little movies. I would shoot stop motion and I'd create sets and then my friend Ron Cole would come down and he would shoot some animation and then he'd be shooting a sequence at his house. Sometimes I'd be shooting a sequence in my basement. We'd get together, develop the film, watch it, cut it together. And then he developed a crush on Linda and wanted to tell on me every time I cheated on her. And then in the end, when we broke up our friendship, he decided to steal the movie that I paid for. And he only gave it back to me 10 years ago, 14 years ago. He sent me a clip of what he cut together. So I even forgot, it was so long ago, I forgot that he robbed my movie and sent it to me in the mail. It's actually in the shop somewhere. I gotta dig it up.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Gem of the Gods. I gotta dig it up. It's in the conference room under there somewhere. We showed Ray Harryhausen. I went to Ray Harryhausen and I showed him clips at a convention. At like 14 years old, I had enough balls to go up to Ray Harryhausen and say, "Can you come to a screen and see my movie?"
And did he do it?
Yeah.
I love that. That's so... I like stories
That's
like
a story I don't even tell that much. I don't even say it in my... It should be part of my bio.
I always said Dick Smith would personally critique you too.
Well, he would do that with a lot of people. If you sent him stuff, he would tell you. He'd go, "You have no future in this business. You should be thinking about doing something else." That's what he told a lot of people. The first thing he ever told me when I sent him something was, "Practice more realistic sculpting." It wasn't a put down. That's all he said. Practice more realistic sculpting. And so I started sending him stuff. And then he called me. He said, "I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that, I like this." So I got a reaction out of him. And the more I got reactions out of him, the more was the excitement of getting another piece together and then sending it in the mail and then waiting for a letter or a phone call from Dick Smith. And then I'd get it. And then he'd be like, "This is really quite good. I like what you did here." But, you know, he would give me all these critiques. He said, "I was impressed by your fairy you have here." He goes,
Fairy?
"Yeah, it was a fairy guy with ears. I did a lot of fantasy stuff. I didn't do a lot of gore. I did like elves and trolls and."
Can you show me this fairy?
My mother had a lot of that stuff, and I think I have some of that buried in my first pieces of work.
I don't like gore either.
I never was a gore guy. I liked monsters and fantasy stuff. I never really had anything. The goriest thing I had was I made my father into a fake dead priest with a mechanical head that opened his mouth, his eyes would close up. I showed John Dodge. He's like, "Was this? You did a very good job." I got a picture of that somewhere. He took slides of it. I have slides of my father as a dead priest.
Why a priest?
Because religious things that were dead, or like because the Exorcist influence and evil things that were religious were a contrast to me because I was brought up a Catholic. So it scared me. So I was just recreating something that would scare me. So yeah, I started. Also, he critiqued a fairy I did, a troll, a tree fairy, because I used to my favorite artist, fantasy artist, was Darrell K. Sweet, and he used to do a lot of the Lord of the Rings calendars, and that was the name of the artist, Darrell K. Sweet. And I did one of his trolls from his cover, and everybody really loved it. And then I did another one where it was a makeup. I did one as a mask and did another one as a makeup. And the makeup, he said, he goes, "I'm really impressed with your forehead." He says, "The hardest thing to sculpt is a forehead." He says, "And make it look real." He says, "It was so, honey, I can't talk with it. This is not good direction."
I like it. It's my style.
You made me lose my train of thought. The forehead is hard. He said, so much so that when he did Amadeus, that he won the Oscar for, he took a mold of his forehead and reproduced it so that he could put it on the sculpture of the old man. So when you look at Salieri in Amadeus, and the most amazing old age makeup you'll ever see is in foam, it's his forehead that he that is molded on there. It's not a sculpture. He molded his forehead. Well, he corrected it, but it's his forehead. I am very anxious.
Aren't you interested in? You didn't tell me. So sorry, I'm a creep. This is what I like to hear people talk about. So you saw Barbarella. Wow.
I can't remember the first full-on sexual thing. Now, I was masturbating at 6 and 7 years old. I was doing things on coats and...
Coats.
Well, I would do it and then I would take a tissue and capture it, or capture it in my hand. But I remember as a kid when I did it, nothing would come out. You would just like... And then I remember when something finally came out, I thought I broke it.
Yeah.
I thought I broke my penis. I'm not.
I must have been scared.
It was terrifying because you can't tell anybody. You're like, you did something wrong, and you're like, what is this stuff? I remember that clearly. I was 7, and it was like a little leak, and it was white, and I'm like, I remember examining it, and I didn't know what was going on. And then I was like, I remember the passing thought of going to my dad or my mom and saying, what did I do? Or did I do something wrong? Did I break it? But then I remember a couple days later, I did it again and I got pleasure and I was like, okay, this is a little bit more came out. It was like a natural thing. I did it so much as a kid, all the way into my teens and even in my 20s and early 30s. I used to do it so much that I had sores. I'm not kidding. I'd have sores. Because when I did it, my sessions are usually 6 or 7 times.
What? And 7 times in a row?
No, not in a row. Stop 10 minutes, then
10
go again.
minutes?
Go, wait another and a half an hour, go again. Yeah.
Every day?
Every other day, 2 or 3 times a week, 4 times a week. It depended. I don't know exactly.
That's not that bad. It's like you did for like an hour and a half.
I guess. I don't know. As a kid.
Over and over again?
It was a big new thing. It's like, what's going on? I didn't even associate it back then. I remember when I was doing it. I wasn't thinking about a girl or sex. I was just doing it because it felt good. And I didn't associate that as being sex until I got older. Like when the babysitter started coming over. And I'm grabbing her.
Well, I wasn't trying to hear about a baby Vincent jerking.
Well,
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know. You said you're a creep.
It was interesting though. I don't want to hear about
it.
Well, I don't want to imagine a kid doing anything. I just was.
Well,
I was just interested in.
I would grab her boobs.
Yeah, you grab the girl's boobs.
She'd get mad. She goes, "Hey, you better stop that." Pretty brunette girl used to babysit me. Skinny with little boobs. Yeah, I remember that. And the only thing that she did wrong, she brought her boyfriend over once. She asked me please not to tell her boyfriend. I mean, my mother. Said she wouldn't, and my mother caught her. Came home one night. And she was fired. I was so upset. Because I was in love with her. She's so pretty. See, I had a thing for brunettes even when I was a kid. My cousin Diane, the little girl, the 2 guys I saw, we were staring at each other. And I remember...
You stared at each other?
Yeah, it was this little girl, little brunette girl in a raincoat.
In a raincoat?
I had to be 5. 5 years old, 4 years old. Yeah, she had rain boots on and... Yeah, rain boots. Raincoat. And I was just staring at her. She was staring at me. And we were just smiling and staring at each other for a long time.
Really?
And then my mother says, all right, come on, it's time to go. And I remember it was like the worst feeling in the world. I mean, because I wanted to be with that little girl.
Yeah.
And, of course you remember something like that. Because... What's up? What's up, Scooch? Hey, Scoochie. My mother had a cat named Scooch.
Scooch?
Yeah, that was the name of the cat, Scooch. It's before I was born, these animal names. Scooch, and then, Buddy cracked up with the black dog, Buddy. I barely remember. I just remember being in the bathroom, my mother yelling my father's name out a window. I remember seeing black shapes running around when I was a baby and through the crib rim things. I tell my mother all this, so she's, how could you possibly know all this? You were like 2 years old, 1 year old. What's up, Scooch? Scooch. Scooch. From the Italian word scucciamend, which is pain in the ass.
You know, Jamie, you never asked me any questions, ever. I'm always interested in every aspect of you, and you never ask me anything. You never inquire about me at all.
I don't?
No, you do not.
You told me everything about your childhood.
Like right now, I'm asking you every detail. You all these years, you never asked me anything.
I ask you all the time.
No, you don't.
When I first met you, that's all we did was talk. And
you
tell me your whole life story.
I would tell you things, but I would say, you never asked me anything. Don't you get curious about me?
I do, but there's a bright light in my eyes right now. Can you shut it off?
But you never do that.
Honey,
Well, let me tell you then.
Okay.
Aren't you interested? Aren't you vividly interested?
Yeah. But that's unfair. You don't remember all the stuff I've ever asked you?
You don't. You a lot of things you don't ask me on my
That's
side.
how we met.
Well, yeah. That was
what are you talking about?
I'm saying since then, though. Since the very first conversation. Anyway, I'm not trying to put you on the spot on anything. I'll cut this out.
No, I'm sorry.
I wasn't even trying to do that. I was trying to make a joke. Like, aren't you interested?
Oh, okay. Well, because I go, well, what's your first sexual thought with now? And you'll say Markiplier. You know, and I don't want to hear that, you know.
I remember, did you...
You have like a sock of dirt under your foot. That's why the bed is filthy. You never wear socks.
I need to get a mop.
I mean, it's not that. I mop all the time. The floor's clean. It's the dust from the mountain that comes in here.
I know I'm gonna get a big mop.
No, that's disgusting. They hold moisture and bugs go in them. They stink. I hate those.
Bugs go in them?
Yeah, no mops. We're fine. You just gotta wear socks. And I mop. It's the dust.
I feel like my feet are suffocating when I wear socks.
Okay. We'll just be dirty then.
Okay.
Be a filth bag.
What?
I couldn't be a 24-hour, but no wonder Casey Neistat's wife went insane. She wanted to fucking divorce him. Because he brought that up. He says, it was like, enough with the camera. Can we just have our lives? He's barely ever on the internet now. He said he had this whole big speech about it, too. It was like...
Well, you talk about having a podcast and everything. Where you talk
Yeah,
about
this is the way my brain works when it comes to that stuff. If I become a YouTuber, if I become an influencer of any kind, if that ever happens, I plan everything out. Everything's got to look beautiful. Everything's got to be set up. I'm going to pre-edit in my head how I'm going to cut things and what angles are going to be used. And if I have 2 cameras, I know exactly what I'm cutting together. It's more like a director, and it's a moment. It's like a movie, a mini movie set up.
My brain doesn't work that way.
And then when it's done. And then I want my life. And then when I want to put my life as exposed, then I will come out and say what I have to say. But I gotta look good. I gotta have the right angle. I can't have things
I
exposed that are
imagine
weaknesses. No weaknesses.
Angles, I imagine
no
themes
weaknesses
and,
where I look shitty.
and images and like I imagine all that. But when it comes to executing things like that, I'm not organized enough to do that kind of stuff. And also, I like winging it. That's what's fun to me.
Well, you're just a different style. I just don't. I don't.
But
I like it set up.
I admire people that could do stuff that looks nice and it's all set up and it's proper, and I just don't work that way. So, but that's fine because you could have something that looks nice, and then I will have this, and then have everything.
Yeah, you're more documentary style. I'm more like movie cinematic. Like, you know, that's why I admire. I don't see. This is what I get aggravated. It gets me so mad when something's inside my face like that. I want to punch it.
Well,
Isn't it weird?
Why don't you punch it then?
I have a lot of problems.
But I like that. Why don't you punch it then?
It's like if I was Josh. See where Josh sets everything up? It's so fucking beautiful. Yeah. That's how I want to do it.
I want it to be close.
To me, the crappiest thing I can watch, and no offense to anybody, is Jacob and Adam the Woo. It's just regular shit, and there's no apologizing for it. It's just what it is. And that's the way it should look. I like when Chris does nice stuff. Abroad in Japan. I love beautiful, crisp, dramatic, epic images.
Yeah, I don't have the.
This shit.
I can't set it up. That's not the way I am. I would love that too. Did you see how annoyed I was? Because that's just not the way I
was. Too chaotic. I'm not into. I don't like chaos when I'm doing stuff. Everything's gotta be planned.
I can't do it if it's planned.
I know.
Well, sometimes when I plan a little bit, then I'm happy. So I gotta do it a little bit more. Anyways.
Yeah, so I'm not into chaos and bright lights and
Is there a bright light on you?
Yeah, I like. If I could live in the world of Blade Runner 2049 every day of my life, miserable and dark and rainy and lights, because that's how I was brought up in New York, gray and rainy and lights. That's where I'm at. I'm not bright sunshine guy.
Okay.
Never was.
Alright. Well, if
I did live in a fantasy world that was bright and sunny and cute, it would be like Legend with little wisps of, cotton balls flying around and glitter everywhere. And
that's my favorite thing in the world. There's almost nothing I love more than that. All the
so if I had to live in a fantasy world that was bright and shiny and cool, it'd be that. Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott would have to be my god to light everything. Because most of his old stuff is brilliant. Gladiator and all. He's got a new movie coming out. Looks really cool. Ben Affleck is in it. So is Matt Damon. And your boyfriend, Adam Driver.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Gladiator type movie. But like knights. And I forgot it's coming out in October. I forgot the name of it. It's Adam Driver, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. Some woman I never heard of. And Ben's got all like white hair, a white like goatee or beard. Yeah, that's fine. You like me? I look so fat. I don't know. People are like, yeah, it's because you are. What are you doing? You're almost knocking a light over, and this is not
Stop it!
It's annoying.
What do you mean it looks pretty?
This is not good lighting on me. I need my jowls. I look like a bulldog.
Look
or a
up
Rottweiler. There you go.
I'll have some more. Well, anyway, here I'll tell you my story. My story. I remember being at my friend Tavy's house, and I remember going to her bathroom one time. I opened the drawer, and there was a Playboy in there or something, and we were looking at it, and she had the Spice Channel, or Channel 99. Remember?
Yeah,
yes.
I remember that. Yeah.
And we would have it on, and we would turn it on, and it would be all like staticky, like it would be the because they didn't have that channel, but the reception. Yeah,
I remember.
It was weird.
You didn't have, but you could.
It was like a tease. You just suddenly a boob would come in, a dick would come in.
The one night there was a clear night, and you'd have a clear staticky channel, and you could actually see what's going on. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, you're bringing shit up.
Yes.
Fuck. I remember that. Wow.
Then.
Oh, so you got the real deal.
But we would stand, like when we would watch it. She'd have the remote, and we'd be in the hallway, and we would stand like prepared, like almost like on edge, like if anybody caught us, we would turn the channel real fast. And then I remember feeling like, I remember the feeling like I felt like I had to pee. And I was like, what's this feeling? I feel like I have to pee. But I would always try, let's watch it. Hello. Something wrong with me as a kid. Is that everything?
No, it's everybody. See, the thing, what I noticed is when I went to Spain, it'd be 6 o'clock at night.
You said they were desensitized.
Yeah, there was like people fucking on TV, like 4 channels. And I remember there was this pretty attractive Spanish girl that drove us around. Her name was, and she had this great selection of music. She gave me the music. I think I found it yesterday. She was really cute, but I remember she had like a kind of a mustache a little bit, and it kind of turned me off. So I was like, it's like a really pretty girl like you, and then you'd have a little, you could see a tiny bit of mustache.
You didn't think it was kind of sexy?
No. Hated it. I had every inch in my being to say, please get electrolysis. You're such a pretty, beautiful girl. You're so cute. Got a great body. Got a cute face. Just get rid of that. And but she was so cool. I remember I said, you guys out here. I mean, I saw the 9/11. I didn't see the 9/11. I saw our soldiers being tortured in the Middle East. The full thing. They cut that all out in our news. Dragging through the streets, burnt to crisp, all that crap, hanging them on the news, people fucking. I remember telling him, like, how do you tolerate that? And she says, you gotta remember, you Americans, we were brought up like this as kids. We see this on TV every day. She says, this is our news. This is what we see. This is what we think of sex. You're the guys that make a big hang up about sex. Because it's kept from the kids, so they're going to have a natural curiosity. And my parents brought me up, that they know if they brought me up the right way, I'm going to make certain choices that are going to be right. Mm-hmm. So that my parents trust me. I was like, okay.
It is weird. It's just, I don't know why it's so forbidden.
The weirdest thing about Spain that I found was when you go to the warehouse sections, it's like what downtown LA is becoming, but this was twice as worse. It was literally Escape from New York. You would go to the warehouse to where we were filming, mm-hmm. and you would drive, and it was almost like mm-hmm. an entire city of homeless. You just keep driving and driving like it is in downtown LA. which is like, what are you doing with all these lights? And
Keep going. I was just trying to light Kiwi's fruit.
And then I remember the most disturbing thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like District 9. There was this giant, huge, I mean big, as big as a football stadium pit where they throw garbage, and on the sides of the pit, across all across the whole cavern of the crater, like a giant meteorite, there'd be tent city of all the homeless living in the garbage pit that they put the city would throw all their sanitation in, right in the middle, and then on the edge, there'd be this whole city of homeless people in Spain. It was the most.
Was it?
It was like District 9, that movie with all the prawns.
Was it kind of cool? It sounds kind of cool.
It wasn't. No, it was disturbing. And you'd see all these attractive girls like selling themselves, like walking through the tents and half naked and half in shorts, and you'd be like fascinated and almost like wow, they must live really rough. You know, to be like that. It was really disturbing.
Sounds fun.
It wasn't. Not.
Did you go live in one? I bet if you went over there, you'd have a good time. I'm not saying they don't have their hardship, but I bet they have a lot of fun too.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, but I'm just saying they weren't.
I understand.
Yeah, it was weird. Because all around that is all rich Spanish people and black clothing and style and walking around all like models.
Yeah, you know? That doesn't mean that's fun.
And being stuck up.
It's not that fun.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't like Americans. They were very nasty and cold. And there was some really nice people, but a lot of just very cold people. You got a vibe of that a little bit in Romania. You can feel that.
I didn't think they were rude. They kept walking up to me and talking to me like I was one of them.
Yeah, well, because you look kind of Russian-y.
Well, I feel like you look like you're the same type of person that I am.
But what's her name made me understand. George's wife at the time was not his wife anymore. She said, you got to remember, she said, when you come in here and you buy shoes or a jacket and you're buying like 2 or 3 coats or you're buying 2 or 3 shoes, she says it takes a whole month's salary for them to buy 1 pair of shoes.
No.
So.
What?
Yeah, that's what she told me. I said,
can we bring the shoes there?
Because Russia had control, and when it fell.
Can't we just? We could totally change that.
Oh, I have a whole bag of laundry downstairs in the car. I forgot to bring it up.
I feel like that would. There's so much waste here. Why? There's so much. How much? There's so much excess and so cheap. How can anybody not have shoes? How can anybody have to work so hard for shoes? It should not exist.
I don't know. But that's what she told me. And that's why they have a resentment. Too. They're like, oh, Americans are coming in, they can buy whatever they want. It takes us a month.
Why can't we just fly a bunch of stuff to them? Just do multiple flights at a time. We have so much stuff we don't know what to do with it. It's a problem.
Well, where we were at, that was Romania. Nearby Russia's 10 times worse.
I just that doesn't even make sense.
You gotta remember though, the reason why they're so repressed is because they get their rent paid for, they get their dental, they get all their medical stuff paid for. So most of their salary, because they're depressed, that's why there's a high rate of alcoholism. That's why vodka is so big over there. Oh, that's better. Hate that light. they're coming out with a Blade Runner game that's going to be
They
as
are?
massive as, like, what's that, Skyrim? They're coming out with the Blade Runner game. You could be a replicant, you could be a girl, you could be a guy, you could be a cop, you could be Deckard, you could be... It's the whole world. I just put it on my Facebook. They have all the... It'll be out next year.
I feel like you could get an essence of that in this game.
I told everybody, I said, when that comes out, I will not ever be seen the light of day ever again. Ever again.
I feel like it would just be like the Cyberpunk game with like a little bit more grittier.
They're coming out with an animated TV series for Netflix called Blade Runner Lotus is coming out next too for Netflix. That's coming out. Next to Star Wars, Blade Runner, like my light universe, the light universe is Star Wars. My dark home is Blade Runner. Where's there a turkey out there?
She's sitting there trying to come here.
What's up, Fluffernutter? Hey, Fluff. Hey, Fluffy. Like a pelt. Plus, she's a little chilly. Her coat fluffs up. Like, that's why she's all like, looks like a winter cat right now. I found your snowshoes. They're snowshoes. Like your snowshoes. So, you love love stories? And zombie movies.
And James Bond.
Oh yeah, action. They're doing a lot of action going on. Movement, people fighting. I remember this Walking Dead zone. It's just like just doing this. Then you watch her eyes and they track like what's going on when they're fighting. I was like, what's going on? Why do you find it so fascinating? I don't like zombies. I'm scared of them. How come you like zombies? I like your snowfall. I like your gloves. You're gonna make her run away. She doesn't like chaotic, noisy things like me. I don't like it.
She does.
That's kind of annoying. Burbank can pick up my check tomorrow. My checks are still up there, right?
Yeah. This is so cute.
Your little glove. We got 10 fingers on there? Who's count them? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, she's like my supermodel.
What's up, Polly Tackle? I was gonna call her Polly because she was polydactyl. So stupid.
Her name is Michelle May
I
Marie.
said Michelle. That was what I called her one time
Michelle
as a
May
joke.
Marie, and I I said, "That's your name? Do you mind?" She started purring away. I think she likes it.
Well, she answers to Cutie.
Yeah, but I said you should have a full name, and so you're Michelle May Marie. Look at, she loves it.
She loves this. Kidding? Lost attention. Cutie boy. When she has enough, she's just gonna, alright, fuck this, and she goes in the other room. She has enough of everybody. Alright, I'm done with this horse shit. Ugh. Yeah, they have everything. They have the city, they have the police station, they have the flying cars you can drive. I wonder if they're gonna have off-world. Because they always talked about off-world, but you never saw off-world. Maybe
What's
you
off-world?
get to see attack ships off of Orion. Sea beams. He's talking about Orion, my favorite constellation. Off-world, another planet. Probably the moon. Could be the moon. Off of Earth. That's why it was mentioned. How come you haven't left Earth yet? So they always talk about another place. Ridley's World, he does have a cohesive thing. Because they have replicants in Alien universe, and the corporation that started in Blade Runner was Wieland Corporation, and Wieland is the same corporation that made the replicants in Alien. So the